Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Hiding Behind a Tree with Trix2. No, welcome back to Factorio Bob. Let's play Factorio Bob's Mods with Trix2. So at the moment we have our vehicle wagon here and our PAX train, and we are currently sitting at Oil 1, or what will be Oil 1. The closest biters are actually up here, and we kind of need to scan for more biters, which means we need to build a radar. I haven't built a radar. No, I do not have a radar. That's fine. And we'll place that there, and hopefully, yeah, there's no bite. I don't see any biters down here. There is some uranium here, which is nice. There are biters over this way with more crude oil. Yeah, hopefully they will come here. I also need to come. I am almost completely out of walls here. Fortunately, this bit here is actually closed off. There's no way to reach that. Did I set up anything up here that can? I did not. Well, what we really need is robots at this point, because then I could have this automatically go back and pick up more walls for me. However, given that we don't have walls, given we don't have that, we also need more turrets. So I'm going to do my best to wall off this section here using these nice reinforced concrete walls. These are in-game combat, by the way. They are not a vanilla item. We literally need to go from here to here. Ick. I do have some grenades. Fortunately. It's not actually as long of a wall area as I thought it was, which is kind of good. Unfortunately, I'm now out of walls. Right. So, let's jump in our train. We will take the high speed. I need to fix this rail blueprint, by the way. I call it fixed, and it's not actually fixed. Are you? There, I like you being there better. Right. So, hop in this. We'll go back to the pack space. I love riding the trains. I really do. They're all pretty quick to move, and they can keep me nice and safe mostly. There is copper there and there's stone there, but copper is available all over the place, and stone, well, we can deal with stone later. So, we need reinforced concrete walls, which fortunately we can store in the train. We are not researching anything, and we should be. Turret monitoring? Oh, that's a new thing. Endgame combat has updated. So, turret monitoring is new. Oh. I didn't realize this was so cheap. Yeah, let's... Huh. Right, let's actually get Railway 2 going, because more powerful train engines are always a good idea. So we'll come over here, and we will just kind of hog up all of these. Well, yeah, we can get more walls here. We can stuff these in the train. I do not actually need that much more ammo, but I do kind of want to get control. Thank you. Rubber we don't actually need. We will be changing to electric furnace as soon as the option becomes available, but for right now, that needs blue science, and we have no blue science. So, okay, I do need some chain signals. I want to put chain signals around this blueprint. Speaking of my blueprint, where is my fixed rail loop? So we're going to place this here, and we're going to put down chain signals, which apparently I already had, but it's fine. Grab that. Now putting these here means that it will have the option to go left or it can go right. And then we will... This was kind of a bad place to put this, but that's fine. Grab you, grab the fixed rail loop. No, grab the fixed rail loop out of there. You can blank that. Blank that, I said. And we can grab it to there. Now we're going to remove those. You can't zoom in on these, which irritates me significantly. Remove all of those. That is an improperly placed light anyway. And okay, that's very much the pole is improperly placed. And I just deleted my blueprint because I'm a numbskull. Even worse is the fact that you go there and you go there. I've also lost all of the frickin' circuit wiring. Brilliant. I am 10 out of 10 for smarts today. I did add a new mod, having played with played with it a bit in an offline save, and it is the aircraft mod. Excuse me. Excuse me. Do you mind? Thank you. The aircraft mod, which we can have a look at down here, is quite late game. Let's see, where is it? Yeah, it requires modules and advanced aerodynamics, which is a fairly late game research. None of the individual researches are actually that expensive, although the gunship actually requires military 3. So, however, we need blue science for this. What I really want is the cargo plane, because the cargo plane is a long-range flying chess to weak machine gun, no equipment grid, enormous cargo capacity. Well, it's not quite true. It does have an equipment grid because I'm using vehicle grids, which I believe overrides the Bob vehicle grids, which I need to test and see if... Yeah, anyway, mod talk for later. But I need to test and see if... Yeah, I think that's right. Grab that. Yes, got that. I don't need chests. I don't need inserters. That should be the correct fixed rail loop. Press enter and save it. And now we can open our book and put you in there. So now we have a corrected loop. There we go. We can also deconstruct that and that. Pick that up, and we'll just take out these two trees because they're kind of in the way. Also, if you right-click on your planner, you can go here, and then to here, and Entity Ghost. And grab this, and poof, all the Entity Ghosts are gone. Oh, that's from the signal. I was wondering what that deformation was, but it's the the signal there. Right. So we don't want you... Oh, and then shift right click to clear it, and there. I don't mind that being connected to the circuit network. I can probably use that connection later. Let's see. So we're going to grab more ammo and more gun turrets. That's fine. Let's see. It's very strange now to see a factory without... Do I have anything else in here that doesn't need to be? I don't need that. I'm going to need a chemical furnace, is what I'm going to need. But I can make steel chemical furnaces instead. We'll come over here. Did I not automate gun turrets to being made to me? Ooh, balls. That's not what I wanted. Apparently, I did not. Strange. I think I was using manual crafting. Well, you know what? It's actually quite alright. Because I believe we have gun turret Mark IIs that we can make. Excellent. So, these take a little bit of steel, but they are not hard enough to make to justify... Let me try that again. They aren't so much harder to make than normal gun turrets that I can't... Oh, I'm already getting steel gear wheels here. Excellent. Right. So we make that there. And you can be gun turrets Mark II, which means you'll get one of those, one of those. Do we have medium electric poles Mark II? Electric poles too, which we would like. Yes, thank you. What do gun turret ones take? Gun turret ones take iron gears and copper plates. That means we gotta run in copper in here. Lovely. Alright, I can do that. No. Which line is copper on? Copper is the first one ahead of steel. Excellent. Yeah. Robots will make life much, much simpler for me. But they do for everybody. So, fortunately, having the system here, we can... Actually, what we can do is feed in... you, sir, are in the way. So we'll feed you in there. And... where? Yeah, you are connected to something. Okay. Alright, so... what we'll do is feed this underneath this. Regular gun turrets do take iron gear wheels and copper plates. Well, it's not such a challenge. Right. Grab you. You can go to here. Actually, you can go to there because this is going to be coming across there. You will be there, and there, and there. You are going to be dropping there. You're going to be picking up and dropping. We will need... what do we need to make these? Brass plates and tin copper wires. We do not have brass. We could make tin copper wires, but we don't have brass. That's fine. Let's research solar energy, because solar energy can be useful. So you're going to be gun turrets. You're going to be regular iron gears. You are there. You're going to be that and that and that. And we'll need a power pole here and a power pole here. And we need a copper splitter. And we split the copper off like this. There we go. We'll take you up here. And we can underground there. There. And then regular there. There we are. So now we will have copper. And I need an output chest, which I limited you. And one of those. We will also limit you, but we'll limit you to 2 stacks. That's quite a lot of those, but... oh, you also need iron plates. Good job. Alright. It sounds... yep, I'm going to have to cut my episode short. So, I will be back. Sorry about that. So, this should... shortly... yes, there we go. Now we're getting gun turret 2s. Oh, I can put those in there and hurry the system along a little bit. Actually, I can come... Yeah, you guys can just be placed in there while I have... Did I automate assemblers? Tell me I automated assemblers. I did in fact automate assemblers, excellent. I also automated pump jacks. So, right. Just a moment. Right then, sorry about that. One more momentary interruption. Let's see. Right, I'm waiting on gun turrets. And I kind of need my own supply of ammunition. Right, let's go do an ammunition supply. Which I think I can do from down here. Or did... I should have brought my car, is what I should have done if I was thinking. Ah, I do have an ammunition supply. Excellent. There we go. We'll get quite a lot of ammunition because, well, there are quite a lot of biters in the world, and I kind of don't want to die to them. So we'll have solar energy shortly, which amusingly will finish in the middle of the night, but this deadens the brakes. Right. 25 gun turrets ought to be enough for now, I think. So, we're going to jump back in our train and head back down to the oil outpost. We are also going to need... I believe I can make these myself. I could if I had stone bricks. Yeah. I did. Now, did I set up a pipe manufactory somewhere else? I do not appear to have done so. Alright, that's fine. So, we're going to go here. We're going to grab an inserter. We're going to grab a chest. I believe I've mentioned this, but I always make steel chests. 2 stacks is enough. We're also going to go here. And we're going to be making iron pipe to ground, which we're going to do with a splitter here. And... Dog, stop it! And one of you, and we'll make one of you, which will... Why did I do a wooden chest there? I never do wooden chests. Right. Wooden chests are for garbage. Right. You will also make two stacks of undergrounds. And there we go. So this will make them in pretty short order, but it also needs to be fed from there. So production buildings, we need stone bricks. Did I not build a line of stone? I did build a line of stone bricks. Let's grab... We don't really need solar energy too, and that requires... Oh. That's completely worth it. Thank you. This is the stone brick line. I'm fairly certain. I love the fact that Q copies the exact rotation of the block as well, as it's is picking up whatever block it is. Makes it very, very handy for exactly what I'm using it for, which is building things that may not necessarily have been rotated the correct direction. Belting isn't something I really need over at the oil outpost, but I will grab... Okay, you probably don't need to be grabbing that much. But... Oh, these are circuit controlled anyway, so that's fine. Which is why we circuit control things, by the way. So, we'll grab that, and make a refinery. We need more gear wheels. I thought I had. I'm private gear assembler. An assembler doing nothing but making me gears. I do. It's all the way at the bottom of the bus because of course it is. Right. Again, should have grabbed the... I really should grab the car, but that's the thing that I'm not going to do right now. I think this will be the brass line here between... Maybe not. That's solder plate. Alright. Where can I stick that in? Now that I'm looking at it. Probably over here. Actually, that'll be perfect. I'll put it next to the bronze line. Right, so we'll get our gear assembler. And we'll get... Not that. A couple hundred gears. We'll make another one of those, which requires... Yes, you guessed it. More steel. Which requires more circuits. Basic electronic circuit boards, which are a pain to produce, or a pain to acquire. Give me one stack. Thank you. And let's make it an even 4 refineries. So we'll make that an even 4 refineries. We have everything else we need, I believe. Slightly too many power poles, but that's perfectly alright. I will want to make, while I wait, an offshore pump. If for no other reason than because we're going to need water. And water is a thing that is in something of short supply. At least, well, it's not that short a supply, really. It's just a thing that's a little harder to acquire than some of the other resources. Fortunately, we've built right beside water, which actually was totally planned. Right. So our refineries are here. Not our refineries. Our... Now. Right. Let's get rid of those. And we will go and blow up the rest of these trees, because they're trees and thus kind of useless. They're not really, because it's Bob's Mods, but we have greenhouses, and so we don't need to worry about these trees. So we have logistics robots. All we're waiting for, really, is the ability to make... okay, we can actually work on that, because it won't take that long. So, we got pump jacks. We have 3 splotches of oil here. 4 splotches of oil. Let's get out our pump jacks now. And these green markers are lifesavers, really. And I don't mean the candy. Otherwise, you can occasionally not be able to find the marks for oil in the slightest. We will not use those. We'll use iron pipe here. And like that. And one like that. Alright, so this is going to go over here. And we're going to put it into tanks. And we'll make the tanks in a second, I believe. Yes. We will not make tanks because I have no iron on me. Brilliant. However, delightfully one power pole will cover this, and then one large pole will connect this to the main grid. We don't want to do that yet, simply because as soon as we start this, it's going to produce pollution, and pollution is bad, especially when... What are we missing? We are missing aluminum processing. Interesting. Well, it's fine. We can get aluminum processing. Let's get... yeah, we'll get more walls here. As you can see, we're slowly expanding the map. There's tin there, just that uranium. Now, lithium water is very useful. You literally need lithium to make stuff later in the game. But for right now, what we really need to do is finish the defenses, which I didn't pick up any more grenades. That was not smart of me. Let's go get some grenades out of the train because there's a lot of trees there, and I don't want to chop them off by hand. And also, I don't want to have to walk through them the hard way. So we'll put you in there. Grab. Can we grab the? Thank you. Grab the larger stack of grenades. Right. So we'll come over here, and we will blow those up, and then we can grab our walls here. Right. And you, Mr. Tree, are a pain in the neck. But we will rebuild our wall here. And yes, wall joke, wall joke, wall joke. Got it, right. Alright, so now we can put down some turrets. And first we need to grenade some trees out of the way. There we go. I'm putting down turrets in pairs. And I don't believe I mentioned that in my previous... I don't think I actually did the turrets on camera in my previous episode. So, I'm going to put 25 in each of these, because this could be heavily attacked. And it could... okay. Do you mind? Thank you. Could be heavily attacked, and it could take me some time to get back here. If I were to need to do so. So, okay, aluminum processing. Huzzah! So aluminum processing opens up quite a few things, including robotics 2, polishing wheels, automation 4. Automation 4 requires electronic circuit boards. If you recall correctly, that's why we're here doing oil. So let's do something earlier on. This requires aluminum plate and electronic circuits. Bottled... I've never found a use for bottling gas. Weaponized electrical discharges. Now this one's handy. And if you guessed why, good for you. If not, well, spoilers, it's biters. Biters like to attack power poles. They like to attack radars as well, but radars are classified as a military building technically, and so they will prefer radars. Let's put a couple of turrets here as well. The way these are laid out, they can also defend that. These two are in range of these two, so anything that attacks these will also trip other defenses. Which, you know, a little bit of overlap is not quite helpful. So, I am going to jump on my train, go back and get some iron, so we can get some... But first I'm going to place this pump. Actually, I will do that off. Electric pole discharge defense is 1. Retaliation capability, 25% damage reflection within 1 to 5 tiles, which doesn't sound that exciting, but this also allows radars to, and robots will as well, once we have logistic and combat robotics, anyway. But we're going to get electric pole defenses first. Right. So, welcome to oil refining with Triax. So, it's the left-hand side? Yeah, left-hand side is water. So we're going to place these like this. Right. So our left-hand side is water, our right-hand side is pipe. So, there's oil, I mean. Left-hand side is pipe. I've done this completely backwards because I am complete noob. I am complete noob, fear me. Right. I'm out of pipe as well. So, we will set this up next episode. So, this has been Let's Play Bob's Mods with Triax 2. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.